Have you been suspended on eBay? Well, if you have, I now have the solution for you. Go to stealthstore.co. We are creating eBay stealth accounts for people, any country. Everything is done for you. The dedicated IP and phone number is all included for the first month. Go check it out. Link in description. So this is the back end of my eBay dropshipping store, and I've been doing Amazon dropshipping, and I know you've heard me preach against that for the last couple years, but I found a new tool that I've been using that's really been working for Amazon dropshipping. So I highly recommend that. We're going to get into that in a minute. But as you can see, we've done £4,000 in sales, and my average profit margin is about 30 to 40% overall. So we've made about 1,500, 1,600 give or take in 30 days, which is not bad at all. So the website is called easync. You may have heard of it. In fact, you probably have. It's a competitor to AutoDS, but it's much better. It has way more settings, so you can configure it just way more. So if you want to get 50% off your first 2 months, check the description down below. There's a discount code called Louis Profits, and then there's also a link which you can click as well. So definitely do that. So what you do is you just press start free trial, and it's very, very simple. Can't be any more simple. You just put your email, your password, and then repeat the password, and then you sign up, and that's that. So I've already got my eBay on here. So this is what you'll see. You'll press add store, and then you'll select eBay, and then you'll select your country, and then it will redirect you to eBay, and then you will log in, and then you will press confirm, and then it will take you to the dashboard, which looks exactly like this. Now you may be thinking, I've just logged in and it's API. Yes, this tool is API. It's not non-API. But from what I've said in the past, I've said API, you'll get suspended. But this channel is mainly talking about stealth accounts and new accounts and avoiding suspensions. But this video is not for people with new accounts. This is for people that are already dropshipping, people that already have established eBay accounts, people that already have available payouts instantly. If you already have available payouts instantly, then you're fine to use API tools. There's no issue with that. But all I'm saying is, if you just created a brand new stealth account and then you link it to eSync straight away, you will get suspended. And that's the same with non-API tools as well. It's the exact same with non-API tools. So for example, AutoDS non-API. If you use that on a brand new stealth account, you're going to get suspended. It doesn't matter if it's API or not API. It really doesn't matter. But for API, yes, it's more risky, 100%. But that's only for new accounts. If you are having available payouts instantly on eBay, this is 100% safe to use. So first things, I want to show you how many settings there are with this. It's so cool. So you go to store settings, let's go to repricing. This should already be enabled. If it's not, then enable it, make it red. So we'll go here, and what I've put is quantity in stock as 4. So what this means is when you list an item on easync, it's going to put 4 quantity on each listing. Now, of course, this completely depends on limits on your account. For example, mine has 100,000 and 800,000 pounds that I can list in a year, and it will only increase from there. So I could even put 10 on each listing, but there's no point doing that. You should always just put a maximum of 5, because what's the point in taking up limits, especially on a product you don't even know is going to sell yet. Maybe if you have a product that's selling multiple times a day, then yeah, put 10 on it. But the amazing thing about this tool is it automatically updates stock anyway. So even if you put it as 2, and it went down to 0 and it still has stock on Amazon, then it will just restock it. It's not a problem. So once you've put something you're happy with there, then we'll go to shipping time. So this is what it says on eBay. You know, when it says 3-day shipping or 5-day shipping or whatever, you want to put 3-day shipping. You can put less, because we all know Amazon is next day, especially if you're using it with Prime. But I just put 3 to be safe. That seems to be, people are happy with that. So you press save. Now for offer selection settings, so you want to put your free shipping method as free if you have Prime, and you want to have Prime if you're doing Amazon dropshipping. If you don't have Prime, there's no point doing Amazon dropshipping to eBay, to be honest with you. So you put free. There's fastest as well. They're both the same if you have Prime, because fastest will just be free anyway. So you really want to put fastest. And then maximum handling days, you want 2 days. Allow third-party FBA offers. No, I usually don't. And allow Prime only offers. Prime Pantry, no. And third-party merchant fulfilled orders, no. Condition, you want it as new. Press save there. If for America, you can do Walmart, and you can also do AliExpress as well, which is really, really useful. But we're talking about Amazon today. So if we go back to store settings, now we can go to repricing again. And as you can see, there's a lot going on here. So for rounding prices, you don't need to round price stuff, just keep that disabled. In fact, the law of marketing says that having like 23.99 is better than putting 24 anyway. You'll get the conversion more. But for location settings, you of course want to put your country. So for me, United Kingdom, for example, then you can put a postal code. That's just to establish where the store is actually located, obvious. Now, the additional fee, this is actually really, really, really important. If you've ever been a client of mine and I've done some product research for you, then you would know that I've always added in an extra 2% into the eBay fees on the spreadsheets you get. That is because you want to do 2% promotion on each of your eBay listings, because that gets you way more conversion, and an extra 2% doesn't really matter. So what I would do is I would put 2% extra, add an extra 2%, so it's usually 10% and a 30p fee on every single sale. Now you can just put an extra 2%, save that, and it's already factored into the profits on eSync, which is exactly what you want. Now you want to go to automatic ordering. Now this is really important. So you want to mark it as shipped after the AO is completed. You don't want to instantly mark all sales shipped, because that's just unprofessional. You want to have a tracking number. You want to have a tracking number. Ignore max price, doesn't matter. Delete addressed after AO. Now, that's completely up to you, because for example, on Amazon, you'll have, if you go into your account and then addresses, you'll just have your home address right now. But if you don't select this, then every single order you get, the customer's address is just going to stay on your Amazon account, and you're going to have a massive list eventually of like 400 random addresses on your Amazon account. So I personally do select this because I don't want a bunch of random addresses on my Amazon account. So I would advise doing this for sure. Exclude taxes from profit. This depends what country you're from, what account you have, everything like that. So that is completely up to you. And then everything else, you can just ignore it. Now, this auto messages thing is really cool. I don't see any other tools have this. So you want to enable this if you want. Let me explain what it is. So as soon as you get a new order from a customer, you can make it say, thanks for buying from our store. You get an automatic message. You can edit this to however you want it. And then when an order gets shipped, you can automatically say your item has been shipped and the tracking number is this, blah, blah, blah. Then you can also do one when it's been delivered. But I personally, I don't see the point in that. I just do these two. But this is definitely something you want to use, because why not? It's just extra professionalism and you might get more feedback. Now for watermark, I am obsessed with this feature. I love this feature. It's the best feature that's ever been on any tool, because I just don't see it on AutoDS, for example. This is something that's so crucial that I don't see people ever talking about. This is a little gem that really does increase conversions. I feel like I'm the only person that ever talks about this on YouTube. I haven't seen anyone else. Let me just explain what a watermark is, or in fact, I'll just show you. This is an example of a watermark. Look how simple this is to create. It takes literally 20 seconds in Photoshop. You wouldn't even need Photoshop skills. There's no skill required. All you're doing is putting a Royal Mail logo and fast 3-day shipping. Or if you're in America, you can put UPS, whatever it is. And that's literally it. It will put that below, so it will put it here. So let me just show you an actual product I'm selling where I can show you it easier. For example, this product here, this is literally all it is. It just looks like this afterwards. It really does increase conversions. Without this, it's just a white and it doesn't look branded. You want to brand it, not even brand it. Show it's from the UK. People aren't oblivious. They know what dropshipping is. That's what this does. So you definitely want to be doing this. Do not neglect this feature. Definitely spend 30 seconds creating a watermark and put it on there, and it does it automatically for you. So that's actually all the settings complete. It is jam-packed with settings that you want to go through individually, and it's just very important. So now let's go on the Finder. This is where you're going to find products within eSync. You don't have to leave eSync to find products. Although I do recommend doing some manual research on Amazon, but we'll get into how to do that and how to even integrate that with eSync straight after this. So here you can select a source market, whichever country you're in. So I'm from the UK, and then you can select a category as well. So I'm not going to do that. It's just an example. And then they have a really good filter. So you have a minimum and maximum competitors. So you don't want a product that has no competitors, because then it's like, why aren't they selling it? Why is no one selling it? There's a reason for that. You need competitors, because if it's not selling, then there's a reason for that, and usually that reason is not going to be very good. So for minimum competitors, I would usually put 1, because you at least want 1 competitor. And then for max competitors, you don't want too many, because otherwise it will be hard. So I would usually just put 8. 8 competitors is pretty good on eBay. And then for sold minimum, so this is how many times has the item been sold in the last 2 weeks on eBay. So for minimum sold, I would usually put 2, but you could put 1 as well. 1 is fine. And then for max sold, I would usually just put 10. And then for minimum price, this is all to do with your bankroll. So as I said earlier, so if you have a small amount of bankrolls, let's say you're starting with £500 and you're on a new eBay account, meaning you're not going to get the funds instantly. It's going to take about 20 days for you to get that money. If you have a £500 bankroll, you're not going to want to pick a product that's like £50 because then you can only do it 10 times within 20 days. You're out of money because there's no cash flow at the start on a new eBay account. 0. You want cash flow. So you want to manage your bankroll because there's no cash flow for the first month, basically. But after the first month, of course, you'll get the profits there, so you'll be all good to go. But what I recommend is if you have like a £500, $500 bankroll, you want to put £10 or $10 here. And then for max price, minimum price, £1, and then max price would be 10. And then it will find your product. So here's a product here. Let's have a look. So it costs £3.50 on Amazon itself. It's selling at $15.93. It's sold 5 times in the last 2 weeks. I'm not sure why it says 53p profit. That's got to be wrong. And there's only one competitor. Just one competitor. You could sell this for literally $9.99, make a decent profit there. At $9.99, you make about £3 profit or so with all fees added in. £3, £4 profit, which is very good. That's 100% profit right there. Instantly found. And you know it's selling. And you can sell it for £6, almost £7 less. And you're definitely going to steal this guy. He's a competitor. There's only one of them. You're going to be better than him. You're going to make these sales. It'll be higher than this because it's cheaper. And win-win. So all you would do is you just press add to store. And then what it would do is it would take you to drafts. And as you can see here, this is one I did earlier. I actually already recorded this video, but my mic wasn't on, so I'm going to redo it. This was one of the products I chose. But if you wanted to edit it, you just click on it, and then you edit the title. It automatically does the category and things like that. It automatically does the images. And if you already did the watermark setting, as shown earlier, it will automatically do this as well for you. And then you'd basically just leave it as it is. But usually I would edit the title. For example, what I would do is I'd find a competitor on eBay, I would search the title it's given me, and then I would find a competitor that's selling the most, and then I would take their title, slightly alter it, make it a bit better, add some more keywords, and then put that here. So now we can go to products. This is all the products currently on my store. As you can see, it's got all the watermarks here. And you just press create listings, and then this is very, very interesting. So you're going to select your region first, and then we get into the interesting bit. So we're using Amazon. This is very, very good. This is personally what I use. I'm not really using, I have used the Finder, and it's really, really good. It got some good products from there. But I enjoy browsing through Amazon's bestsellers and finding products that sell on eBay. So I'll then find a bunch of products. I'll just literally control and click on each one and open up a ton of tabs of random products. And I'll just search each one individually on eBay. Find ones which are selling and ones I can make a profit on. Let's just say this here is one of those products. This random thing here. And you just copy the link in, and then let me move myself. You just press publish. Literally, that's it. And you can put as many as you want. You can put 1,000 here and then press publish, and it will do it. That's what I like to do. And you've already put your price settings, your quantity settings, your watermark settings, your auto ordering settings. Everything is already done. So you just put the link in, and it does the rest for you. Maybe you want to edit some titles, but that's about it. But if we look at the advanced settings, you can choose your policy. So of course you want prime only, 100%. And with variants, it's automatic detection. And now what that means is, let's say you're selling some socks and there's multiple colors. You've got red, blue, and white. It will then add that as a variant on eBay for you. You don't have to do that for you. It's all automatic. Payment policy, you should already just have one on your eBay store. I wouldn't really mess with that. But the only thing I would mess with is with variants. You want to take that 100%. Unless you know every single link you put here doesn't have variants, then it doesn't really matter. You can put single settings. But if you're just literally doing it really quickly, then just do with variants and it'll automatically do it for you. You also have the upload CSV. So this is for the people that have been suspended on eBay, or they had to delete all their listings. Oh, sorry about that. Or they had to delete all their listings on eBay, and then they save, because what you can do on eBay is you can save all of your listings as a CSV file. And then you could just upload that here, and it will relist all of those listings for you automatically. Now, I've had a few clients that have had this problem, and they've got their CSV file. I just say get on easync, and upload a CSV file, and boom, all your listings will be back on eBay the exact same way they were before. Now, on your orders, you can track all your orders here. The last important thing, you need to fulfillment, because with eSync, when you get an order on eBay, it will automatically order it for you on Amazon without you having to do anything. Now, to do that, you want to press create account and then select whichever platform you're using. So you have AliExpress here, as I said earlier, which is a really good one to use in the UK as well. But we're using amazon.co.uk for this video. You will then just put your credentials in, tick if it has two-factor authentication or not, and then you'll put your billing address in, and then that's literally it. Then you'll just save it, and then you're good to go. It will automatically fulfill orders for you. And that's literally it. If you found any value from this video, please check eSync out first of all, and also like this video and subscribe. Remember, you get 50% off your first 2 months, so it's a no-brainer. You may as well test it out. It's better than AutoDS, and I've praised AutoDS in the past. So definitely check this tool out. Thank you very much, and have a lovely rest of your day.